series lead for Na'Vi against Team Empire. So trying to finish the job here, finish a clean sweep, and advance on to the main event as a result. Empire, however, going to fight back strong, I'm sure, but they got a long grind ahead of them. Again, being down 2-0 already. But, you know, the other thing for Na'Vi, as we stressed from the beginning as well, they have another grand finals right after this one, so I'm sure in their mind, too, it'd be nice to take care of business here and then move on to the Epicenter Qualifier grand finals where they face Secret. But, again, not looking to that just yet. They got to take care of business. We'll see if they can do it right here or not. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Z-Rock once again. And Clockwork continues to be a high-priority hero for what we've seen, good reason, especially with Maposhka and the plays that he's made recently.
Yeah, he just needs to curb it back a little bit after about 6 minutes. His early game is amazing. He honestly just pushes the limits of that hero so hard. But Na'Vi looking for the clean 3-0, get themselves a little break before going into the Secret Series, and come in with that strong momentum. So they're going to be looking to close this out. I don't think we're going to see anything too off the wall from them, nothing testing. They're going to want to just end this and be done.
Yeah, sometimes you could argue a team may be looking to go a little bit, I don't want to say cheesy, but just, yeah, something niche, something very different to try to really catch the other team off guard and finish the job. But like you said, knowing that they have that fallback, but again, they would love to get this 3-0 so they can move on, if anything, to that other grand finals that they have to set up for. So I'm expecting that as well from them. The Treant Darkseer is that solid start so far. And the ban's actually going pretty quickly here, too. So both sides drafting pretty efficiently even, but Shadow Fiend the second pick for Empire. That's an early Shadow Fiend there.
Exactly. That's what I was going to mention. Yes, you get the Clockwork synergy, but that is a very early Shadow Fiend. You know what you're going up against mid now. There's nowhere else he's going to be. And it lets you ban out a lot of these premium carries, like the Lifestealer and Jug. So, interesting pickup from Empire. I'm not 100% sure. I'm confident in it. But Rubik pickup out of Na'Vi here. Nice, easy answer to Clockwork. It's going to give Tree the freedom to roam while making it so Clockwork's not going to have any kill potential on whatever safe lane Na'Vi puts up.
Rubik support.
Are we going to see Dendi Storm in this game?
Yeah.
10 seconds.
That's proven to do very well lately.
Yeah, exactly. And it's looking okay so far. Not the worst matchup into Shadow Fiend, not the best, but it's also very easy to swing heavily your way with Rubik. Rubik just comes over telekinesis once, and you're probably killing the Shadow Fiend.
They ban out the TA, so obviously not going to be that direction here. But
so if you're Empire, you're missing definitely one support, potentially two. You got to figure out what that's going to be. One of them has to be your lane support. I don't want to see them pick a Phoenix here just to try to steal it over from Na'Vi, because Na'Vi has both supports already. It doesn't fit their draft very well. I want to see something that does a little more.
Crystal
CM
Maiden
comes to mind, yeah. It is a little hard to run. That's a lot of different interrupts on the Na'Vi side and very easy spell steals for decent spells for Rubik. So I'm not sure if that's a fear for them, but just the impact it gives you in the early game. Wow. The lowest win rate hero in competitive Dota. Pretty much unseen for the last X number of months.
Yeah.
That's an Oracle. We're going to get a Huskar?
I saw one, yeah, right. Going back to the American qualifiers, I swear we saw one there recently, one of those American qualifiers that happened, and it was kind of, it's definitely one of those, oh, wow, it's an Oracle moment. Yeah, as you pointed out, overall, the worst win percentage, as Nahaz did stress lately on the Dream League cast there, so, yeah, I mean, what are the benefits of an Oracle? So let's look at it from that perspective. The disarm, so far, is not really going to be all too useful, although the magic immune, I guess, could potentially be, but
I mean, you pick it for the ult, right? That is the biggest reason that you're picking it. So what do you have that you need to keep alive? That's really the big thing. And
they don't have it yet. I mean, Shadow Fiend's like, you're not like going, oh yeah, Oracle Shadow Fiend's this godlike combo. It's not really. It's that Huskar that you kind of brought up, I know almost jokingly, but it's that idea, right? Like an Ursa, somebody that's going to run in and you want to just keep in their face.
Yeah, and Ursa doesn't look nearly as good with a PA on the table.
No.
It looks very, very difficult to play into. And actually, I'm flipping through stats here. I cannot find an Oracle game on this patch in at least professional tier Dota.
Well, it was American region, so yeah. Oh,
yeah.
damn. No.
Yeah. Shots fired, Frankie. That was honestly brutal.
I know I saw it yesterday though, and again I don't know. It might not have been ticketed to be fair, but I definitely saw it in one game.
That Dota may not have scraped it either.
Yeah.
But all right, so if you're Empire, you got to figure out what that hero is. Huskar is the obvious one that we've seen, known throughout history. Slark is okay with it. So the concept is if Slark gets in deep shit, you just false promise him. It purges off the debuffs that are on him, and then he can Shadow Dance and he gets double healing from a Shadow Dance while it's going on. So he comes out super high HP, and really just a good way to keep him alive in a bad situation. But that means you have a support that's relatively lackluster other than that ult, and I don't know if it's enough.
So a couple things. Well, one on that note is like, but again, does Slark really need that? I understand there's that synergy there, but Slark's usually considered a slippery hero with the Dark Pact, with that Shadow Dance himself, that pounce on out if need be. It feels like, why the Oracle then? You know, they could have been better off with just the Crystal Maiden at that point, as far as overall utility goes. But I will say the Oracle disarm, is that maybe a concern for the Phantom Assassin as they picked up into it?
Potentially. There's also the fact that you can Fortune's End Overgrowth, I believe, and Purge, which, so you can basically get people on Overgrowth, which is nice. And yeah, we'll just have to see what they end up doing with this, because I want damage out of this last pick from them. I need some substantial, and I don't think that's it. Okay, so it's going to be offlane Clockwork, or Spirit Support with an Oracle. The problem was if they didn't pick up a real roamer, like sure, Clock can do it. We see Maposhka run around like crazy on this. It doesn't match something like a tree or a Rubik getting smoked in with telekinesis, and it's an answer to Dendy Storm, which could have been a severe issue with this lineup. There was almost no lockdown for him before this, and then they go ahead and they did ban it out actually, so that will be off the table. So what's left for Dendy? What's a Dendy hero here? Puck doesn't do enough damage. I think you get outscaled. Lena would be okay, but we've kind of seen that totally fall off.
So Venno here, could that potentially be all right?
I don't think it'd be good at all. Oracle can purge everything except the ult, and it's just, I don't know, feels very lackluster. And to be fair, while it's a good matchup into Shadow Fiend, it's not like beyond good. You're not going to force them all the way out. So yeah, all right, coming back to the Lena. I like this pick. I think it's about as good as what was left. And
ooh, look who's playing what, by the way. Chappie's on the Shadow Fiend. FN's on the Slark here.
This is a mid Slark. I'm gonna laugh.
I guess it doesn't mean that's necessarily going to be the case, but of who's playing what, yeah.
And to be honest, maybe Chappie's just better at doing the deny part, where you're playing Shadow Fiend and you're denying the cogs.
Yeah.
Because you can actually do most of it and then swap.
Oh, really? How long do you have? What's that window?
You have like till what? I think it's like 10 seconds before the horn or something. You get a little while.
Huh. I wonder if that's
actually it. I'm confused, because that's something you go into a test lobby and you practice for 5 minutes. And yeah, you're not going to be OG status, but you'll be all right.
Oh, here we go. This is elimination time for Empire, and they're going to do it with an Oracle. At least they're attempting to. But some questions to be answered from their side. But yeah, for Na'Vi, I mean, they finished strong again. The Lena, it's not the over the top, but solid finish for Dendy. It is a Dendy style hero. You know, the constantly go in your face, get that early Bloodstone, start adding up charges.
The one thing I'm curious about here is what Pycat's going to do to counter the problem I talked about, where PA flattens out hard. That if you go Deso, the standard Deso Vlad's BKB, that you struggle really hard to get to the next item if you're not taking a bunch of objectives or getting a bunch of kills. So they're going to have to find a way to answer that, whether that's just give him all the farm priority in the woods, or, I mean, God forbid he builds a Battle Fury or something like it was 2015, but it's going to be the question they have to answer. I think that's the real problem for them in this game, is how do you get Pycat past the 3-item home?
Oh, we are seeing the cogs denying as a result. Like have fun's even coming out. Good manners there. He hit the first 6. Seems like, yeah, they're on point with it. It's like clockwork, you could say.
He's keeping it. All right. So Chappie in the mid lane, it looks like.
Another cogs here. Ideally, try to get to 15. I think it's kind of that number. Maybe 18? I guess could you do 18?
OG made it 18,
Yeah.
which is max. I have not seen another team do that, but most of them, yeah, between 12 and 15, depending on it. Ooh, little off on that one.
Oh, missed that one. All right, well, got 14. That's still not bad.
Oh, it's a hell of a start. I mean, he's way ahead of the lean-in damage now. Gonna give up his bounty into Gostic? Oh, okay, he's coming now.
The battle begins.
Pycat just gonna run up and pick up the
Gostic's gonna block for him in return for him getting one more soul.
There you go. Starts the block. Even FN. Whoa, where's FN going? FN's going bottom. They saw the tri-lane up here, perhaps. Look at all the trees that are gone, by the way.
Yeah, you can't tri-lane this. It's so miserable to be the Slark in a 1v3. Like any sort of aggro try scenario.
Huh. All right. So Darkseer ends up bottom.
This will give a slight edge to Na'Vi because they did get there first. So gonna be a couple CS ahead out of the gate. A little bit of XP.
And now Clockwork does make its way to the top lane and let the dagger spam begin.
So one of the reasons Oracle may have been picked up, and she did go purge here right away at level 1. You can purge off ion shells. And where that's really nice is stopping Darkseer from doing anything in the early game. If you just run in and you purge the jungle camp that he's trying to jungle, get the double ion shell off the little guys, it gets a lot more manageable.
Oh, so yeah, a bit of a counter to the idea of the early pick Darkseer. Interesting.
Yeah, so there goes the ion shell on that creep.
Huh. Yeah, that really hurts the landing presence of Darkseer, absolutely. So it's going to pop
It's just
another
expensive,
one.
though. You don't have that much mana on Oracle, so you only get to do that 3 times before you need the clarity.
Iron Shell's expensive, though, to be fair, for Darkseer. On the other side. In fact, they're going to use it right here to almost set up a kill in general, but going to get him to surge out. So, yeah, if that was the intention, which you got to think is at least part of it, then in that sense, it seems like it's paying off so far, at least. For the Oracle. But now how do you respond if you're Na'Vi? Seneko so far, he's already down here.
Yeah, this is a
Open.
risky rotation without General having 1 ion shell already.
They get FN to pounce away defensively. But he's got the creep wave pushing up, so should still be fine on that experience. The General going back into the lane. Oracle, 2-minute room, not going to be here. Instead, it's top. Actually, an arcane rune up there.
Yeah, Gostic's battery assault's almost done. Yeah, Reviver just lifted him out of the cogs. Said, nope, my bounty.
That good against that Clockwork. The Poshka rolls in and takes the arcane rune before Lina could get it. She was running over, so nice take there. And Lina's 5-2, but yeah, Shadow Fiend 9-23. Of course, the 9 creep kills is the big thing to look at there.
Yeah, for sure.
Because of the start.
Well, it's still 9 denies because he started with 15, right?
Oh, sure,
Or
yeah.
14. So it's still way ahead on the denies as well.
And now Miposhka rotating to the bottom lane. Gonna try to assist down here, perhaps set up some kind of kill. See Darkseer gonna be harassed, but not really a big deal. The purifying flames here.
If Oracle's mana costs were a little lower, she'd be back to broken status really quickly. But
Dendy tried to take off the healing salve of Chappie with a Dragon Slave, but just out of range. It seems like
and honestly, without the cog synergy, this matchup is very heavily Lina favored. The Q range is a lot cleaner way to harass than it is to try to raise. You can get CS and harass a lot easier with Dragon Slave, so the cogs harassment really helping out here a lot in getting Chappie through this early game.
Yeah.
It's like ideally Dendy wants to hit 6, Chappie will be low enough, Dendy just QRs and kills him. You throw like 1 Q at him when he's 5, and that's kind of your go time.
General, by the way, the surge goes off and it allows him to avoid the barrel roll. And he will get out of there. So that was 3 players collapsing on top of him to come up short. Barely escapes.
Honestly, this is a good start for Empire. The FN should have been so pressured that he was struggling to find farm in any lane. And having the Oracle to purge Ion Shells is making this okay, at least.
Smoke up from Na'Vi, though. Biver and Seneko. Double damage rune here. Actually, Trian's going to pick it up instead.
Oh, they can absolutely.
Oh, the timing of the Shrine, though. There's a lift. Now, they're going to open, but Port's coming in. You need to get out of there if you're Seneko. He's not.
There's no getting out. Yeah, you're committing.
And he's going to die as a result. And that's a first blood for Empire. Now they want Rubik, actually. Earth Spirit, no really follow-up with that barrel roll. The Orb of Venom. Keeping him nearby. Gostic does not have the battery assault still up, though, and they're still going to run here. Oh, the Fortune's End comes out. That was a massive distance there. And they do
that was beautiful. He actually Fortune's Ended the Earth Spirit. It's an AoE spell. So, you got it on an ally. The ally was moving forward still. Let it catch clock. Very nicely done to secure 2 for Empire.
Yeah. So the 2-0 start for Empire. Obviously, that was, again, a smoke gink attempt from Na'Vi that backfires. But right now, PA 2,400 gold, or 2,400 net worth more so, at the top lane.
Gold, wow. That's a Midas right there.
Yeah, no, he's doing well. No, net worth on him. The Vlad's, it looks like, is coming along. Lena's found herself in the jungle now. While Seneko maybe leeches some experience and maybe gets a little bit of farm out of it.
Dendi opting for a no bottle build on Lena. Definitely interesting. We went two null talismans, raindrop, and Sage's Mask, so pretty committed to not getting the bottle at this point. And I'm curious if they're going to have someone else on the team pick one up.
He's keeping the fiery soul stacks while he uses a couple of shrines right here. And he does have Laguna Blade now being level 6. So he's going to head back towards the middle lane, but yeah, interesting. The no bottle. Seneko, though, will pick up the illusion. Fortune's End connects, however, and now Treant Protector rooted in place, Purifying Flames. Healing up a little bit, but not enough. Trianka's taken out. Only level 1 living armor right there. I guess he didn't even use it on himself, though. Used it elsewhere.
So this is one thing you can do to make Oracle good. If Chappie can go in and farm jungle and you can leech some levels off Oracle without her dying, Purifying Flames is such a filthy high damage ability. They're going to go on Dendi.
Pushing backwards to the Boulder Smash, but now Dendi's like, all right, I'm ready. Let's go at him, Poshka. Seneko, though, cannot get close enough. The Laguna Blade, another auto attack is needed now, though. Maybe the Leech Seed. Oh, man, if they don't get this, though. Okay.
Oh, man, what a Q.
Barely.
Burns, doesn't it?
Barely connects. Oracle is running over, too, to heal him up, ideally.
Unfortunately, didn't have W yet on Oracle, so couldn't just give the Magic Resist and from there. Wow, that was such a good Q out of Dendi. Those are not easy to hit, especially when he could have juked either way. Dendi covered his bases and hit both spots.
Oh, Fortune's End this time traps Treant Protector, though. Keeps him in place for some nice raises. Couple land and Dark Pack from FN to actually secure it. So 4 heroes coming together. They give the kill to Slark. Overall, seems pretty good for Empire.
Yeah, you do not want Seneko to have died 3 times in 7 minutes. That's a bad spot to be in.
Gotta say, this Oracle pick, it seems like it's working early on.
Yeah, it's doing what it needs to do to get him through the laning phase, but it's gonna be what comes later.
He still level 3, as you talked about. Doesn't have the Fate's Edict, so he's more offensive right now, but doesn't really have that defensive combo just yet, as far as healing up teammates goes.
Yeah, so basically right now, the Oracle alone can shotgun out almost 500 damage with just EQE and almost instantly. I mean, it's a super short cooldown.
Really? That is a lot, jeez.
Yeah, the E is only 2.25 seconds, 180 damage each time.
Well, that's definitely it's kind of interesting almost thinking about that, because, again, when you think Oracle, you think just massive defense here. But
oh, no, that's what I was saying.
Pressure.
If Oracle could have taken mid... Oh, wow. Chappie just manhandled Seneko there.
Yeah, Invis Rune will do that. Sneaks on up bottom lane, by the way. They're trying to collapse on a general. Fortune's End connects. Surge.
It's a surge. Oh, FN
They're not
almost
going to
died.
commit. Yeah, FN actually getting low himself, and now Poshka needs to run. So Dark's here. The Iron Shell doing work. Back to the top lane. Gostic, he's dove. And they secure the kill there. Dendi. Laguna Blade, it looks like that was used. Pyke got credit for it, though. And that's a nice tower kill. So not only Darkseer staying alive, but Na'Vi, top tower kill, hero kill. Nice boost there. 2,100 net worth lead actually overall for them.
Yeah, definitely. Grinding it up here. Most of these kills being on Dendi is super useful. They're getting kills on important targets that have some sort of net worth, and they're just doing okay in lanes. The PA got better farm than Slark, even with the Oracle helping, so definitely an okay spot. I liked where Empire was at in the beginning because the Slark was set to get nothing, and at least he's gotten something. So this could have been worse. But FN Midas again,
yeah.
And just it delays you so much. I understand the idea, I really do. But I just feel like it's going to be hard to get to the next thing. What's going to stop you from just getting Laguna Bladed a few times? How are you going to survive the PA pressure? It's going to be interesting to see what FN does going forward.
Actually, something I'm just realizing too, this is the third game, and all 3 games we've been on the same sides for both teams. So, and I know for fact, so Navi got the choice the first game, and as I said, I think they picked Radiant.
Yes.
So, and then Empire, they had the choice second game, but I don't know if that's because they chose first pick or...
Yep.
Okay.
That they did.
And so then Radiant was picked by Navi as a result. So yeah, they've ended up on Radiant all 3 times, as now game 3 is back to them, and thus they choose Radiant. So having that advantage going into the grand finals is perhaps working, as they clearly like the Radiant side better. This matchup at least.
Every team has their own thought on what's more important. Whether you think getting the premium first pick is more important, or Lina mid.
Lina's caught. Clockworks going in. Laguna Blade turn though, and now he gets some support, but it's not nearly enough. Gothic tanky enough. Oracle also assisting right there, but now Oracle's caught. He's almost level 6 actually. Can he somehow get away from this? Fortune's End's coming back off cooldown, but he's going to be lifted up and dropped right here, yeah.
And that's a killing spree taken.
Oh, yeah.
Oracle was 3 kills in.
Trant, much needed kill there then. He's had a struggle. Talked about 3 deaths for him already. That makes it 4 deaths.
Yeah, because after I said 3, he died to that invis.
Yeah.
To Shadowfiend. Like, Chappie's in good shape here. Dragonlance almost done 11 minutes into the game, exactly where you want to be on an SF. And this is the part where you just go farm jungle with raises and expand that net worth lead. Can they kill General here?
Rubik is level 6. Doesn't have anything currently, but yeah, General at the top lane, he's level 9, wow. He really is out there. Shadowfiend level 12 though, jeez. You're right. Shadowfiend has excelled quite a bit. As there's the FN using that Hannah Midas once again. Meanwhile over here, Oracle's being run down. Using that Fate's Edict right there, and the false promise on himself. He needs to heal up right now, and it looks like he is going to be able to successfully. Shadowfiend boxing out Rubik, gets the turn kill with the raise. And this PA is so committed now. I mean, this is all 5 heroes here. He is definitely dead. Maybe gets a coup de grace proc. Actually pops his magic stick right there. He still wants to scope out the Fate's Edict again, preventing him, disarming him. It prevents a little bit of damage there, but they do drop him.
Yeah. That was beautifully done from Aposhka. He said, you got this to Chappie, and Chappie's like, yeah, I got the Rubik, keep going. So he completely pivoted, didn't quickly boulder smash the Rubik, and turned up on PA. And that's the only reason they got that kill.
Yeah, he was deep there, man. Way into the dire jungle. Obviously, that's always going to be risky. So nice turn from Empire, and 8-3 hero kill lead now early on. Again, the Shadowfiend, 6,200 net worth now. You have Slark, also looking very good at 5,500. That Hannah Midas is already seems like it's paying off somewhat. Miposhka rolls away before he gets jumped. PA was running in with an Ion Shell, very scary target there, but gets away, so he's fine. And they're going to move to the middle lane S5. Does not be. Trying to do a tower here instead. Dendi. Bloodstone still a ways away, although they'll find a jump over here. They catch Miposhka, and he is going to be dropped. And now, actually, was that the false promise? No, that was a Fortune's End stolen, but still. Kill Oracle.
Yeah. False promise still on cooldown from last time. But yeah, this is where Navi is terrifying. You've got the Max Ion Shell rolling, Pycat having his Vlads up so they can push into you. I mean, Dendi's obviously just over-leveled. Level 2 Laguna Blade already. So very, very hard for Empire to actually find a clean initiation into a team fight.
Yeah, it seems like they would like to avoid right now.
They need the BKB on Shadowfiend. That'll unlock a lot of their potential, especially if it comes out before BKB's on Navi, which, given how fast he's going, it absolutely will. Once that BKB's up, then you just clock hook into someone, Shadow Fiend waddles in, BKB presses R. That's the way they want to take fights.
They also want to stop this Roshan right here, and they're going to do enough to deter them at least, but PA, oh, they see the Shadow Fiend. He's just going to dagger in, not do much else. They kill Earth Spirit meanwhile nearby, and they'll be glad with that kill at least, and then they go back into the Roshan pit, so I think that they're easily going to get this in the end.
We'll see if Gostic has the Mapushka blood in him. All right, I like this. Saneko's paying attention. He's blocking this.
Look at this. They're going to go on him, though. In the back lines, they do kill Roshan. Aegis is picked up by Pycat. Does he go after Slark? He does not. Instead, he's going to go after Clockwork, that is. And should be enough damage to finish the job. Yeah, the Cog's not going to save him in the end. Shadow Fiend is farming nearby, trying to take as many resources as possible. But now PA has the Aegis. Yeah, that block initially. I mean, sure, Treant dies again, but he sets up a turn kill. And now, actually, FN's being hunted down. Here at the top lane. Not going to find him, though, unless they land a big vacuum here. But
scanned him. They know where he is. I just don't think they can get to him.
Yeah, it's too far. So, but they have a PA with an Aegis now. This living armor constantly being applied. And he's working towards that Desolator here.
I'm extremely surprised they gave it to PA. Like, Dendy just picked up a Bloodstone, and Aegis is such a good insurance policy to make sure you don't lose those charges early. And you're not really hitting a lot of buildings with PA right now.
Yeah.
But, yeah. They go ahead and give it over to Pycat. Then you'll have to just be careful.
Phantom Assassin leading the way at the top tower, secondary tower. Puts some damage into it. Denny's nearby. He's rotating over. As mentioned, that Bloodstone just purchased. Bots queued up now. Something got delivered right there to some wards, it looks like. And I don't think Empire's interested in defending. Yeah, they're just going to give up a secondary tower. It goes back to their mindset right now in this game. Although bottom lane's an echo. Overgrowth. He's running out. There's the Overgrowth open. Catches Shadow Fiend. Where's the support, though? Byver comes in. He's going to steal a raise right there, but aren't really the most scary. Another TP in from Phantom Assassin. Oh, they're going to catch lead on the back line, so that'd be a big kill to start this off. But Clockwork does get the follow-up with it. PA kind of zoning them out. Goes right on the King R on that Oracle. Fatedic will disarmed right there. But PA is still going to be chasing Laguna Blade. Not enough initially. Requiem of Souls goes off from a distance. False Promise. Going to save Oracle in the meantime. As the LSA stun though hits Slark, but the Dark Pack pops him out. But now he has to go for the Shadow Dance. Down goes the Oracle right there. And now Slark, he's trying to TP out in time. Nice boulder smash to guarantee the get out. And Air Spirit also going to do the same. So they lose two though. Aegis is still up on Phantom Assassin. They didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah. And in the end, Navi got the tier 2 top. You didn't even get the tier 1 bottom. Tree's going to pull that all the way back up to full. So nothing gained.
Oh,
and
no.
now Slark might die. No Shadow Dance.
They have a raise too. It's not even needed. Byver credit for the kill there. And he wants more.
If you got all 3 raises on Rubik, it'd be so busted. You only get the raise that you grab whatever distance that was.
Yeah.
But instant cast raise is so fast. Like,
yeah.
It's baffling how quick that comes out.
Yeah, it goes back to just Rubik, you know, with the spells that he steals. It's pretty insane, you know, some of them. That's definitely one of those where he's not looking to steal that, but the fact that he has it is just a quick nuke. Which one is it, by the way? Would that be the mid-range? That's the mid-range one, yeah.
Middle tower has fallen.
That he has right there. So, but PA, he's one step closer now to that Desolator. Just about finished. Already one Mithril Hammer purchased.
Yeah, and the only upshot to Empire on that is they didn't lose Shadow Fiend. He's getting closer to BKB. But at this point, it's Navi's pressuring you so hard. Is it too little too late? Because not only do you want the BKB, you want a movement item too. A Blink or a Shadow Blade. And he's going to struggle to get there.
And the more I'm thinking about it, actually, Rubik's still in this Shadow Raise. I mean, it's a nice tool to have in between fights. Definitely farm up quickly with it. They're as a team hunting. They get the tier 2 bottom tower. Obviously, all the towers now taken out. Only 18 minutes into this game right here. And PA is already at the top lane now, pushing that out once again. So, Desolator will be finished now very shortly here. Aegis, not the most time remaining, but the Guardian Greaves even on Guardian here. General, that is. Why did I say that?
Watching too much CSGO, man. Plays for Navi at least.
Does he? Yeah.
So.
Connected
Yeah,
there.
Guardian Navi's Opper.
Well then. General with the Guardian Greaves. Ooh, Earth Spirit, that was a little ambitious there. He was just simply rolling off, puts down the ward. They're looking to run him down though. Vacuum. Out of range. PA wants to go into Boulder Smash on 3 though. That'll stop them.
I'm grateful.
That's a pretty good deterrent.
And how long, though?
So, I mean, if you're Empire, you're just not ready to fight. You absolutely are lacking what you need. Slark doesn't even have anything past the Shadow Blade, and Navi's now beating down at the door of your base.
Steals another race right there. Oh, they jump on the Shadow Fiend, but the false promise, that comes out very quickly to save the Shadow Fiend. He's going right in. Pops the Requiem in the midst of the fight. If anything, decreasing their damage output. Darkster goes down, but Shadow Fiend nearly drops it. The false promise runs off. He is going to fall. No buyback to be had. Pycat, though, he'll go down, but he has the Aegis. Bringing him right back up. Rubik, what does he have stolen? Currently still a raise, assisting with some damage right here. But Lena from a distance.
Still up.
And she has a Laguna Blade, you're right. 16 charges down the plus zone. Again, Shadow Fiend dead for 40 seconds. Slark, sure he's here, but is he enough of a threat to deter them? This is a very defensive team somewhat. They're going to go in onto Lena, kinda, but the Laguna Blade takes out Clockwork pretty quickly, and they just finish off the tier 3 tower now. Rubik, he steals that Fortune's End once again, and he's going to use it to purge off the Magnetize
Dire's top tower is under attack.
on his teammates there.
Good Rubik players are fun to watch.
Yeah.
They just steal a spell. Hey, yep, this is what I got. Cast it right away.
Are fortified.
Make use of it. Naposhka! Oof, that went a little too far. Shadow Fiend's up, but the melee racks will go down, and Na'Vi got what they came for. Now, are they going to stick around still? I mean, he doesn't have a Requiem, and Shadow Fiend resurrecting, I guess, isn't the most scary for the obvious reason of the lack of souls.
Yeah, and the guess is, what Navi's saying is without Requiem, are we scared?
FN, he wants to go in. They want to take advantage right here. The vacuum, though, in return. The cogs are up, blocking them in. Denny's getting low, and he will sacrifice himself in the midst of it. General, though, also low. He has it going down, Phantom Strike away. But now Dendy, he could be coming right back in, remember. In fact, he's botsing in. They took out Clockwork, and now Lena, he's back.
Yeah, entirely tactical Bloodstone there. 3 people got caught, and Dendy killed himself off just to make sure he died first. He was going to die anyway. But by sacrificing himself, he made sure that Darkseer lived a little while longer. Rubik's full health.
And they're just sticking around, man. They're trying to finish it here, win the grand finals, and move on to the Summit 7 main event. The Fortune's End will catch a couple, though. And if anything, just continue to deter them. But I don't know if Navi wants to turn around. They're just still going to go.
Up now. They're just not scared. Because now hook shots.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Shadow Dance is down still for a little bit. Yeah, Navi's just ready to be done with this.
Yeah. They want to move on to their next grand finals, damn it. Let's qualify for this one. Go on to the epicenter. Against Team Secret right there, but Empire doing everything they can to deter that and prevent this from happening, down 2-0 in this best of 5. Black Cat, though, continues to stand strong. Barrel roll in, FN in the background, catches a couple, Requiem from a distance. They do get the quick drop on a Rubik, and then Magnetize is doing a lot of burn right here. Phantom Assassin misses coming out, but they eventually will take him out. No buyback to be had. Dendy, he has to get the hell on out of here. He's going to run, but they know he's here. Living Armor helping a little bit. He does have Laguna Blade.
Yeah, FN can't just run at him. If he gets Light Strike right, he just dies.
He's going to die here. He missed the LSA, but it doesn't matter. Laguna Blade drops in. The well play comes out from Pycat in the team chat once again.
So we must only be able to see emotes in team chat.
Oh,
not
yes.
actual type messages.
Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, yeah.
Okay. I hope they keep this. It is kind of fun.
Yeah. I see how they're reacting. But now
And he's
Dendy,
just ready to get their axe. He's done with this game,
You can-
guys.
yeah, you kind of wonder if Navi, if they had the next grand finals or if this is only like a 1-0, like would they really be doing this? But
Oh no, I don't think so at all. Like, to them, there's nothing to lose by doing this, right? Either you get out of this game earlier and you can have a nice break and have that momentum, or you get stopped, and on the off chance you happen to throw the game, you still have two more shots.
yeah. Yeah, they're still going, and to be fair, Empire, yeah, they continue to be just trapped in their base here. Requiem's up in 30 seconds. The fact that he's used 2 Requiems throughout this. There's a vacuum wall combo, catches a couple, and Air Spirit will fall. Clockwork, the reaction on the Dendy, but it's just so late. He gets lifted up and pushed backwards right there. Rubik currently has a Fortune's End still, and he's already used it, though. Oracle's picked up as well. The respawn time will bring him out quickly. Chappie just trying to land some raises. But again, his right clicks aren't really the most threatening right now. Dendy, Laguna Blade, but the coup de grace rocks comes out. Pycat credit for the kill. Triple kill for Dendy, and that's probably the beginning of the end right here in favor of Navi. You don't expect him to throw in the talent necessarily, but they're going right to the bottom lane and looking to truly finish the game here.
This is so good. That vacuum into Dendy stun was so fast. Like, they communicated that so far ahead of time. Dendy was already light striking when the vacuum started.
And Rubik just stole false promise there, so Worst case.
So now
somebody
Dendy can hit
stones.
buildings more.
Yeah, there you go. Not as scared. He just actually false promise himself because FN jumped over in the back lines, but Byron's going to stay alive for the time being. Magnetize is spreading a lot of damage. They do take out Rubik in the end. General, he's just kiting around with that leash pounce. He will get taken out, but Pycat doing the same in the back lines. He's just running around. Overgrowth activated. Locks down the clockwork. They take him out. King R from a distance. It's very low. Dagger would kill him. There we go. That's a kill for sure. Double kill for Dendy. And now FN, the last 10 once again. Shadow Fiend porting back in. Yet another triple kill. Felt like that's like a third one here coming out. Dendy obviously dead, but he's already back. He died, that is. He is already back. And this is just,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Laguna's up now.
I just can't get over how they're still going.
This is the longest base siege ever. It's been like 5 minutes of just sitting in their base.
Money to burn.
And they are going to finally call it and fall
Yeah.
back. Roshan's respawn. So when that all started top lane, Dendy had Aegis.
Yep.
And it took that long that Roche's respawn.
Yep. They were there for a while. And they're going to take out the
Or
bottom.
not
try.
Dendy had Aegis, Pycat had Aegis. I forgot they gave it over to him.
Yes, that's right. But
What?
added as a team.
Concept.
FN by Sebastian. They're smoking up. Last-ditch effort here. Trying to sneak in, find the jump. FN just running right on in. They jump PA, actually, and they're going to drop him quickly. So that's a very good start. The vacuum, but no wall follow-up. General falling back. Requiem goes off. Dendy. He'll pick off her spirit, but he needs to run out.
Hold your feet to the
Hurricane
fire.
Pike away, and he's going to TP out. Navi realizing, all right, that's not the start that they can have. Going to
Yeah.
risk more.
Just a tad over-aggressive. Pycat just too far forward. Gets caught out. Cleanly picked without any return damage, so... Huh. Little glimmer of hope, I suppose.
What's the game plan here for Empire? I mean, that seems beautiful right there, and they're going to need mistakes, of course, from Navi.
Yeah, it's going to have to be mistakes off Navi, and honestly, I think Blink over Silver Edge on Shadow Fiend. He's going a Manta right now, but I think you almost just have to go Blink and hope Clock hits like a 3-man hook into Cogs. I think that's sadly your win condition. And then you just Blink BKB, ult in the Cogs.
FN going to scout out the Roshan area. Do they have a gem? They do. Yeah, Trine has a gem, so they saw him right there, but he gets away before. Oracle's coming in, though. Currently, Battery Assault is stolen by Rubik. That's actually helping Roshan.
Yeah, pretty good at taking Rush.
FN going to be lifted. Dark Pact takes it off, though. There's the Aegis Pycat. The block once again from Seneko. Comes out. Clockwork's like, wait a second. I didn't want to go here. He's now trapped. He goes down to Pycat. And now FN just trying to get out with that Shadow Dance. BKB pot from Pycat. Basically 3 shots. The Oracle. The post cut gets pulled right back in with a vacuum. Try to barrel roll away. Ain't going to happen, though. Get over here, Scorpion style.
It's under attack.
3 dead.
That should all but seal the stuff, honestly. Should be Megas off the back of this, even if Clock buys back.
FN's just trying to find some kind of angle, some kind of flank position that'll work out. Requiem is ready for Shadow Fiend. There's the buyback on Clock. Earth Spirit is up in 7 seconds, that is. And Oracle is already ready to go. So they are going to have 5. Will not have Magnetize, nor a hookshot currently. Well, it's up in 5 seconds. Vacuum. No wall just yet. LSA comes out as well. BKB popping Shadow Fiend. He got stunned initially by the Overgrowth, but now he gets his combo off. They take out Darks here. And Phantom Assassin went a little bit too deep once again. The 8 is also counter Requiem, by the way, from Rubik going off in the back lines. And that's going to slow down Shadow Fiend. The False Promise saving him for now, but he probably is going to die once that wears off, unless the heals come out from Oracle quickly. Phantom Assassin, he is almost dead right here once again. And yes, they do kill Shadow Fiend. FN, he's down at bad spot. GG's are being called. It's going to be official. Navi going to take the grand finals 3-0. And they're going to Los Angeles, baby, for the Summit 7 main event.
We are really starting to see a tier list develop in CIS Dota. Obviously, you have VP up at the top. I don't think anyone's ever going to dispute that.
No.
But Empire had a totally clean group stage, then fell 2-0 to Navi in the first round, then fell 3-0 to them in the finals. So I think you got to put it Navi is number 2 in CIS.
Yeah, Vega Squadron, Team Spirit, another couple of teams, but no doubt right now Navi number 2 on the list.
Yep. And honestly, Empire played very, very well up until the Navi games. They took Alliance down. They 2-0'd mousesports. So I'm putting them at 3. And I mean, we're starting to see this very solid list developing slowly but surely here. And this is what I like to see. This is what I love from these tournaments. But, I mean, on the back of that, Na'Vi punched their ticket down to Summit.
And I almost think that's got to help them going into Epicenter a little bit, too, because in the idea that, you know, if they lost, that would have been somewhat demoralizing and be like, oh, crap, now we got to win this to make sure we get to go to a big LAN of sorts. Now at least they know they're going to Summit. That's taken care of. Secret's going to be a tough matchup. I highly rate Secret. I think they're a great team, and I would definitely think that Secret's the favorite in that match there. But I got to say, Na'Vi, in these qualifiers, yeah, they lost earlier on, as you mentioned, to Empire in the opening rounds. But since then, they've been on a hot streak, looking very good.
Secret Na'Vi, I think, actually happened the same day Empire Na'Vi in the first round happened, too. And Secret 2-0'd them. So it's hopefully we don't see the repeat from Na'Vi for the whole day.
It was 2-1 to be fair. I just
okay, was it 2-1? Did they pull a game? Okay. Yeah. But yeah, Na'Vi definitely going to feel good coming into the Secret Series. They've got huge momentum. They finished this up very quickly. 28 minutes, a throne basically fell.
Yeah. Whew, that was a fun, entertaining finish for sure, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm sure you did. But that means our coverage here throughout this week, guys, is going to be wrapping up, at least for the Summit 7 European qualifiers. There is still one more region with the American qualifiers. That's going to be kicking off later on. I want to say in about a half an hour from now is when that first match is set